Hey there, I'm Tripp Lanier. For over 12 years, I've spent thousands of hours coaching folks to get out of the rat race and become an authority in their field and make a great living doing the work that they believe they were put on this earth to do. And for more than a decade, I've hosted the New Man podcast, which has been downloaded millions of times, and you can find that on iTunes or Stitcher. In my personal life and in the work I do as a coach, I spend a lot of time dealing with folks who are struggling to get over their fears and get into action. These are people who are sick of being on whatever plateau they're on professionally or personally. They know there's a more exciting or more engaging opportunity for them, but they just get stuck at the starting line. And there's lots of reasons why taking action can seem hard, but today I want to zero in on two beliefs that hold us back. The first one is believing that our resources or our opportunities are scarce, as in, this is the only shot I have at this. I can't waste money. I can't waste time. I can't waste energy. I have to get it perfect or I'm going to lose this forever. Living in this mindset is excruciating, and it causes us to believe that perfection is the only way forward. And waiting for perfection means we're not going to make anything happen. What helps us to turn it around? Let's talk about that. I find it really helpful to remember that we can always generate more money or more resources if we really need it. We can always create more opportunities. We can always find another way. Dismantling this idea that somehow this thing is do or die just helps us relax. And relaxing is what's going to allow us to be more creative, to take some chances, and start to experiment to see what works. It allows us to engage the process, and that's how we end up moving things forward. So if you're in this place, try this on. Say to yourself, I can make more money if I need to. I can find or create other opportunities if I need to. This isn't my only shot. See how that helps. The second belief I want to tackle here that I see that holds us back is this idea that I need to have the perfect plan before I can start. We believe the perfect plan is going to protect us from uncertainty or any of the bumps that are going to come along. It's rooted in this idea that I can't course correct in the future. I have to figure out the future now. I have to predict what's going to happen. And this belief shows up when we forget that the future version of ourselves is the one that's going to be there to handle the future challenges. That's his job. It's not our job to take care of that right now. I don't know about you, but trying to predict the future is really freaking hard. And trying to anticipate all of the things that will happen just ends up driving me nuts. And when you throw some fear and some powerlessness in there, you've got a recipe for crippling anxiety. Let's talk about what we can do to turn it around. It's remembering how we've dealt with many, many challenges in the past. We often forget to give ourselves credit for all the times we've had to overcome unpredictable stuff. We forget that we have skills that are built on these experiences. It's far more powerful to remember, hey, if something happens, it may suck, but I'll figure it out. I've done this in the past. I don't have to predict the future. When you notice these two toxic beliefs that are showing up in your brain, see if you can start to shift over to a more grounded way of viewing the situation. Avoid the trap that says that you have to be perfect or give yourself credit for all the challenges you've already overcome. If we're facing a challenge and it's time to engage, we don't want that collapsed or terrified version of ourselves calling the shots. Sometimes we just need to remember how powerful we already are and then bring that guy to the table. Best to you. I know it's not easy. Give this stuff a try, and thanks for watching.